Hi, good afternoon. We are the Group 4. And for our midterm PIT, we've selected telecommunication field as our field in which we would select one of its technology that is useful in these times, specifically in the society as well as in the environment. And why satellites? Because the satellites play an essential role in our everyday lives, and in fact, they contribute to our well-being and make it possible for us to meet many important needs and challenges on Earth. They are useful in many fields, such as Earth observation, communications, navigations, and science. Satellites are also key to understanding global and local precipitation and flooding patterns, how wildfires start and spread, the distribution of wildlife populations, and other indicators of environmental health. Satellites are also useful as early warning systems for natural disasters and extreme weather events. Persons behind the development of satellite. The first artificial satellite, Sputnik 1, was launched successfully by the Soviet Union. It is a Russian group. On October 4, 1957. The first satellite to relay voice signals was launched by the U.S. government's Project SCORE, or Signal Communication by Orbiting Relay Equipment. The American engineers John Pierce of American Telephone and Telegraph Companies, or AT&Ts, Bell Laboratories, and Harold Rosen of Hughes Aircraft Company developed key technologies in the 1950s and 60s that made commercial communication satellites possible. When the U.S. National Aeronautics and Space Administration was established in 1958, it embarked on a program to develop satellite technology. Satellite data helps first support the economy, using satellites to track changes in water, land, construction, and vegetation can transform economies like in other countries. It could unlock more than $2 billion a year of benefits for Africa alone. Second, ensure public safety and national defense. Satellites are critical for public safety functions, providing global coverage independent of terrestrial infrastructure, making them virtually impenetrable to physical attacks. Satellites provide critical communications and remote sensing services during natural disasters. As for national defense, the most common of this is a military satellite. It is an artificial satellite used for a military purpose. The most common missions are intelligence gathering, navigation, and military communications. Third, manage emergency situations. The data from Earth observation satellites is used for monitoring disaster events and assessing the damages. The communication satellites helps to establish emergency communication in remote and inaccessible areas, and navigation satellites are used for providing location-based services. Fourth, monitor the environment using satellites. We can monitor changes and promote the responsible use of land and natural resources to protect our ecosystems. Earth's ecosystems are essential to life as we know it, contributing to some of our most basic needs like water, food, and clean air. Fifth, protect public health. Satellites help experts identify air pollution sources, determine how pollutants move through regions, countries, and continents, and monitor and study air quality uninterrupted. Forecasters provide the public with daily air quality maps based on satellite data and models.
Another environmental issue with satellite proliferation is so-called sky pollution. By reflecting the light of the sun, satellites cause streaks of light across the sky, where astronomers would prefer darkness for peering into the heavens, and where every people will be robbed of their own views of a dark sky. Green Street adds, the space junk falling to Earth's surface is less of a concern, given that most of it breaks down into tiny pieces due to the heat and friction encountered upon entry to our atmosphere, and thus stands little to no chance of hurting any people or property below.